Well, you'd think if there's one thing a county would own, it would be its own administration building, but that might not be the case much longer in Dauphin County. Seth Kaplan's in the newsroom to tell us what's going on, Seth.
Yeah, Alicia, we have learned that is indeed one possibility. To deal with the certainty, the county leaders would have to do something to either avoid cuts to services or avoid another double-digit tax increase.
It's almost like taking a credit card and paying it off with another credit card.
Dauphin County Treasurer Nick DeFrancesco's characterization of an idea to borrow money and pay it back with interest over the next couple decades.
I think it's very important for the public to be aware of what's going on.
A reasonable enough concern, considering commission chambers weren't exactly packed for this debt restructuring presentation in late January.
So we went 19 years without a tax increase. That put a financial strain on the budget. Straight up, that was probably too long.
So then a 22% hike in 2025 and almost a 10% hike this year, which wasn't enough without borrowing some money and possibly another idea.
It's the idea of selling and then leasing back the county administration building. So
you heard that right. Sell the county building, something that, unlike the bond issue, has not been discussed publicly, but that we confirmed is indeed being discussed.
And that is one option we've explored.
Commission Chairman Justin Douglas. The county wouldn't move out, but would sell the building to someone else and then lease the space. Hard to say what the building would sell for. It's assessed for $12 million, although buildings often sell for more than their assessed values. But anyway, a lot of money up front, then smaller lease payments to new owners for many years.
It's not an option that's on an agenda anytime soon, but it's something that we've thought through. Options of, again, restructuring debt, doing things to ensure the assets we have are working for us, not against us.
I am personally very concerned about the building sale more so than the debt refinancing, although I don't believe the debt refinancing makes a lot of sense at this moment either.
But Douglas, a Democrat, says DeFrancesco, a Republican and former county commissioner, was a part of something that made just as little sense. Remember those 19 years without a tax increase?
We're in the position we're in because we went 2 decades without raising taxes under Republican leadership. And during that time, they didn't provide balanced budgets. They continued spending.
And as for DeFrancesco's desire for the public to know,
he had the ability to ask questions if he had concerns about this. But instead of bringing those concerns to me or the other commissioners or the chief clerk, went to the media.
DeFrancesco's ideas?
1, you raise taxes to cover the cost of the services you're providing. 2, you cut services to meet the revenue that you have. Or 3, and maybe it's a combination of them.
On one point, the two agree.
And right now, Dauphin County finds itself in a position where there are a lot of needs.
In elected office, sometimes it is bad and worse options.
In other words, Alicia, no good ones. None of this finalized yet. The bond issue, though further along in the process, the building sale, just one possibility among others.
Boy, we know we'll keep your eye on it. Seth, thank you.
Hi, I'm Eric Finkenbinder from ABC 27, and we're excited to announce the new ABC 27 News Plus app. Live stream newscasts or watch content on demand. This is different than the ABC 27 app on your smartphone. You can check this out at home, and it's very easy to use. With a Fire Stick, go to the homepage, scroll down to search. From there, enter ABC 27. Move over to the apps, and there we are. Click the icon and install. It's just that easy.